Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is John David, the Faceless Man, once again in beautiful Westlake Village, California, and just wanted to give you another little snippet. It's sort of funny. I had just got done doing an audition right here, and it just inspired me to tell you guys an acting story. And it's I don't believe this is in my book, but I have so many other stories about the Faceless Man that I'm actually thinking about doing another one, and maybe even calling it Stories of the Faceless Man, because I have so many. But this one specifically, it's a cool little moment when I was on the show Days of Our Lives, and actually, you know what? This is in my book. Okay, sometimes I forget what I even put in my own book. But I was dating this girl in high school, and when I left to move to LA, one of the times when I split off, I always told her that I wanted to be on Days of Our Lives, and she was so in love with Peter Reckell, Bo Brady. What girl wasn't in love with Bo Brady, right? So, and then when I used to tell her, hey, I'm going to move to Hollywood and be an actor, even when I left to go play football in Kentucky, I used to say, one day I want to do this, and she was like, yeah, you're a dreamer. Well, years later, after I was at Kentucky and did my little detour and everything else, I ended up going, when I got to Hollywood, I ended up on set of Days of Our Lives. I was just doing background. And one day the director was there. He kind of looked over at me, and I had this, it's crazy how God works, right? Because I broke out in this little reaction from the night before. I had some like shellfish. I was actually on the show Frasier playing a bartender, and the scene where I walked by and she looks at me and goes, oh. But then when I was at craft service that day, I had eaten this food and it caused me to break out. Anyway, long story short, so the director noticed me. He's like, hey man, I can't put you on camera. Your face is, it's a little, you've got this reaction. And he goes, but you know what? He goes, I'm going to send you over to casting. He goes, get better. I want to send you to casting. You got a great look. And you know what? I ended up, weeks later, ended up going to casting. I got a chance to read for Fran Bascom. May she rest in peace. She's an old school Hollywood casting director from Days of Our Lives. I got to read for her, and she cast me in my first role on Days of Our Lives, where my first lines on TV was, I'll get the chart. That was it, my first line. Anyways, God bless you guys. That's a little story of the Faceless Man, little moment in Hollywood. But make sure you get my book. It's actually being released March 31st. So get yourself a copy on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all book platforms. God bless you, and let's go.